Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am excited to share with you some new drugstore finds. I have products from Wet n Wild, Revlon, Milani, Maybelline, Jason Wu, which is found at Target, and LA Girl. I think I've covered everything, so if that sounds like fun, you're looking for a full face of affordable products. Some of them are going to be first impressions, some of them I've tried once or twice, then just stay with me. We are going to start with the eyes, and I have a LA Girl palette that I picked up, and it is called Hey Hey Vacay. Yes, please, for the summer, right? Let's take a look at this. It has got some beautiful shades in there. We've got some browns, some golds, some beautiful teals and pinks and peaches. One of my shades came with a little boo-boo. That's okay. We are going to start with this today. I have gone ahead and primed my eyes with a little Wet n Wild Incognito concealer. I've let that set so it is mostly dry. It might take a little bit of my Wet n Wild setting powder. Let's go ahead and set those eyes really quick because I don't want the shadows to be sticking. Now this LA Girl palette, this is a first impression for me, and I think the look that we're going for today, I think I would like to play with these teal shades. For the crease, what I'm gonna do is I'm going right in with my Sigma E27 blending brush, which is very similar to the Profusion one that I like so much. And we're going in with this deeper teal shade right here. Now these did have shade names, but it was on the plastic that came on top, so I'm sorry. We're just gonna call them out as we see them. So this is that deeper teal shade, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right into the crease with that shade. And we are just staying in that crease and then wiggling just a little bit to blend. I mean, that is beautifully pigmented. There was a little bit of kick up in the pan, but nothing terrible. We'll see if the fallout is crazy, but so far beautiful. Tapping in very lightly, tapping the side, and then going right in on the other side and doing the same thing. Keeping it in that crease deep and then lightly coming up with it. Now what I'll do is I'll take a smaller brush. This is the Sigma E33, and what I'll do is take a light, I'm going to take this lighter brown right here and just use that to blend the edges. And I'm barely tapping into that because I just want to diffuse. I'm going to take that same brown shade right here, and I'm going to put that underneath the eyes using my Sigma E54. I'm going to go into this slightly deeper brown right here. Give it a little more definition. Now we're going to go into this shimmer right here, and we're going to put that more on the center, and oh, it feels creamy. It feels very nice on the finger. Very nice shimmer. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Now for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna go in with this buttery shimmer shade right there. That's what that one looks like. And we're just gonna blend in so it looks seamless. So I think what I'll do is take that Sigma E33 and deepen up that outer corner with this brown right here. This seems to be the deepest shade in the palette. We're just pressing into that outer corner. Looks like we're getting a little bit of fallout. Not horrible. Pressing and then blending. Let's go back into that crease with that original teal shade. Just make sure that is nice and strong. Do we want more on the bottom or do we leave it alone? I say let's leave it alone for now and we will come back to it. But first impression, oh my goodness, this is beautiful. We are going in with a primer. Now, let me get this hair out of my way. The primer we're playing with today is from Jason Wu. I saw this on Target's website and I did enjoy the silver liquid glitter that I had gotten from his brand. I think that's the only thing I've tried. But I saw this and it's the Magic Matte Oil and I was intrigued. I'm like, how can an oil mattify? And yet it does. This is the third or fourth time that I've tried this and I just wanted to show you what it does. So the only drawback to this is that it's an extremely thin liquid. So I'm going to put some, I shook it very well, which I believe it recommends that you do. And then I put it in the palms of my hand for application. So I'm gonna put some right in my palm, not even an entire dropper full. And then I'm just gonna rub this all over the face. It does feel like an oil, but it dries down and it truly mattifies the skin, but not in an uncomfortable way, and helps lengthen the wear time of your makeup. So while we let that set, we're gonna go in with some eyeliner, and I have a new one from Essence. If you saw my Essence video where I was loving all the Essence products, I had purchased the Extreme, I think they're the same. Let me find it here. Okay, so in that Essence video that I did, I picked up the Extreme Lasting pencil, which was a sharpened pencil. 16-hour wear, love it, great eyeliner. Wanted to pick up another one. My mother saw the video and said, oh, I need that eyeliner. It goes on so smooth, it looks so nice. So I thought I picked one up for her, but what I picked up was the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. And this one is a screw up. So I have no idea if this one performs the same, but we're gonna find out. So very, very inexpensive. So let's go ahead and do the upper waterline. We're gonna do that outer edge. Let's do the outer edge on the bottom and then the bottom waterline. So far, so good. It feels good. It went on very smoothly. We'll have to see how it wears, but no complaints so far. I'm going to take my Profusion ES6 And I'm going to go in with this darker brown again. And let's just deepen that up a little bit more. If you're going to put black in your waterline, I think you're going more for a glam look. So I feel that a little more on the bottom would blend that black better. Okay, so the primer has set. Let's go ahead and jump in with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator that I enjoy. Inexpensive, lightweight. You can just use your fingers to apply. It's nice and thin in consistency. I'll try to increase the coverage a little bit on my problem areas. We'll let that set for a moment. It does look dewy when you first put it on, and then it dries to a nice natural finish. Next we'll go in with another Wet n Wild product, the Incognito Concealer. Haven't used this in a while. Let's give it a little love. I'm going to put a little bit of this on my hand and then go in very lightly with a little angled brush from Luxie. Let's go ahead and see if that tinted hydrator helped those problem areas. If not, we can always go in with a little bit of concealer. And that did the trick. Next we will set with our Wet n Wild translucent setting powder. Matte and smooth canvas. Next we're going to jump into brows, and I have a new product from Wet n Wild. It is the Brow-Sessive Brow Gel. So if you've been watching my videos, you know I've been obsessed with the NYX Brow Glue. So I am hoping that this product is going to have the hold that that one does. So this is a brow shaping gel. Let's look at the wand. This is what the wand looks like. Looks a little white. Hopefully that dries down clear. Let's go ahead and throw some of this in the brows and see what that does. Now with my brow glue from NYX, I do have to go in with a couple layers. It's like it needs a little bit of time to get that tack. So we will be patient and wait for that tack to set in. I see that white. I'm really hoping that it dries clear, like a false lash glue. The texture feels fine. It's not as thick as the NYX. I'm using the wand to press. Okay, does not seem to have the hold that I am looking for. They are up a little bit. I will continue to try this, but this is a not so much so far. So let's give that a minute to set. Throw a little bronzer on these cheeks. Another Wet n Wild product. This is their contour stick, and they do have this in a few shades. This one is in Where's Walnut. So you can put this on the cheek. I find that it is easier to put on my hand and then take my brush and stipple it in that way. So I'm going to put some right on my hand, and then we're going to go in with my Luxie angled brush, and we're going to go ahead and bronze up this skin. I like this shade because it's very neutral. It's not too warm, so it's almost a bronzer contour combo. Just adds some shape to the face, dimension to the face. And if you feel that you've gone too far forward, you can always take your powder brush or your damp sponge and powder that area just a little bit. Next, we're going to jump in with some highlight, and I am excited. I have a new product, for me at least, from Revlon. I do believe this is on the newer side, and this is their SkinLights in the shade Daybreak Glimmer. I was told that it is similar to ABH's Amrezy, which, if you're not familiar, that was one of the most beautiful highlights I ever owned, until sadly I broke it. I think that was one of the first high-end highlighters I ever had, and I loved it. It was a beautiful gold toned champagne, and this is just gorgeous packaging. Very pretty. You can't get Amrezy anymore. That is beautiful. Put a little bit down the nose. We're going to use this for our inner corner highlight because it is beautiful. Maybe a little bit on the brow bone. Yes, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful glow going on there. And for blush, we are using our Flower Beauty Blush Balm, which is newer to my collection, but I'm very much enjoying it, in the shade Cinnamon. So this one I'm just going to put a little bit on the top of my hand, and then we're just going to use a stipple brush to pop that on. So I like this blush, but I think I want a little more color. So a little more peach involved, or peachy pink. So I'm gonna throw on some of this Milani as well. This is the Cheek Kiss in the shade Nude Flush, but in my opinion, it's more pink than nude. So I'm just gonna dip my brush in there. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to put a little powder on my cheekbones just to sort of cut that cheekbone out a little bit more. I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild. I'm going to use any sponge with a sharp edge right here. And then it's basically a baking technique, but it's going to give a little bit of a more contoured look to the face. If you tend to get oily, you could use the powder for baking like this as well. So we'll just leave that there for a minute. And then if you wait a few minutes, you'll just dust it off. I know I look a little crazy, but I'll look better soon. Okay, so let us finish the brows. I'm going in with my NYX Brow Gel that I've been loving. You need your own brush with spoolie, and then just go in. Brows are on, and I do like the way that they turned out. Maybe that brow gel is gonna work out. I'm gonna go ahead and dust this bake off. There we go. I'm excited to try out a new lash product, and I'm a little late to the game on this one, but this is the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I have heard some fabulous things about this mascara, and I am ready for it. I want my lashes to have limitless length and full volume, and I picked it up in the blackest black shade. This is what the wand looks like. It looks like it is very, very flexible. So let's go in. Let's see what it looks like. I see length and separation on the get-go. It really does feel like it's grabbing a lot of lashes, which is nice. Wow, one coat, that does look pretty darn nice. Okay, so verdict is I like, don't, love, at least not yet. I put on 2, maybe 3 coats, and if you are looking for natural length, separation, 100%, this is your mascara. If you want a little more volume, you're either going to have to work for it, or this is not the mascara for you. So we shall see. I do know that sometimes age makes a difference. The first week or two are not as fabulous. And then when it gets a little bit of age on it, it thickens up, and that may help. Maybe with a primer. I do enjoy a couple different primers at the drugstore in high end. A lash primer might help. But bottom lashes, wow, that's great. But no, it's definitely, I think I'd give it an A-. Comment below if you have this mascara and you are absolutely in love with it. I can see the hype. I think TikTok got it right. Wow, it's nice on the bottom lash line. I'll have to let you know if it transfers, because most of them do on me. But wow, it really, my bottom lash line loves this mascara. So, like it, throw on some drugstore priced LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Cafe. Not the creamiest or smoothest to put on, but not too hard, and the price is right. So the next new product that I'm excited to try out, first impression, is Milani. They came out with a new matte formula for their lipstick. I mean, this packaging is beautiful. And I picked up the shade Tease. And it looks like a nice nudie brown. It's a little cooler tone than I thought it was going to be. We shall see how it works out. I like it. Very nice, very nude. I would call it a cool toned nude, but went on very, very smoothly. It has a scent, like a sweet scent, but not overwhelming. Very, very nice. And we are going to talk about one more product before we set, and that is this last product that I picked up from Revlon. And this is their volcanic oil absorbing roller. I just thought this looked really, really neat. Now I can't use it right now because I have no oils coming through, but basically you just roll it on your skin and it absorbs the oil. So you can take this on the go with you. I'm going to show you me using it and it taking the oil off of my face. But I love this because if sometimes when you touch up, you can end up, if you're not using the right powder or if you're a little heavy-handed, you can end up looking a little cakey or a little too powdery, especially when you're out and on the go and running. This is something that could easily go in your purse or in your bag, and you just roll it, and I believe that it comes apart. I'll have to look at the packaging for you, but I just thought this was really cool. I liked it. Let's go ahead and set the face with a little matte finish setting spray from Wet n Wild. I'm gonna shake this up. Now, roundup of the new products. So first new thing, this Jason Wu. I've used it a couple times. I do like it. I think this is nice, inexpensive. It is different. It is innovative. It is not, it is lightweight. It's an odd product because it feels nourishing and mattifying at the same time. So I do think this is worth checking out. This, absolutely. I cannot wait to try some more eye looks with this palette. The Revlon highlighter, absolutely. That is, it's Amazing. It looks like Amazing, but at an eighth of the price. So I do like that. Mascara, I definitely see some potential here. I think this is good. The brow, not sure about this. Not sure about this one. And the Essence liner, I like it. I like it. So this might even be a better option for my mama because then she won't have to sharpen it and have those sharp edges. Like sometimes I really want that precision, but this one is pretty darn precise. So I think that might be easy to use. I'll keep you posted on that one as well. Everything else that I use today are tried and true favorites of mine. I hope you found this helpful. We are ready to take our hair out and be all done and ready and smooth and mattified for the day. So I hope you found this enjoyable. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button before you leave. It really helps me. Give it a thumbs up, that helps as well. And of course, leave a comment. Let me know you were here. Let me know what drugstore products you are loving. I don't care if they're new or not. Maybe I haven't tried them and I would love to test them out on camera so that we can help others make good buying decisions when it comes to makeup. So have a wonderful day and I will see you in my next video.